Hello, hello. Happy Thursday evening. Welcome to Divine Insights. My name is Dr. Debbie Roche, and I am a chiropractor and natural healer that loves metaphysics and loves intuitive connection. And tonight we will be doing a few intuitive readings using intuitive oracle cards, or I have a pendulum here, or you're also welcome to ask just a question or two, and I'd be happy to answer that too. So this event is done on a donation basis, and all donations go to support the New Thought community of Gulfport. And so I'm going to share this to a couple of different platforms. Just hold on one minute. Let's see. I hope everybody had a lovely, lovely week. The weather has been beautiful. It's been beautiful out. Really nice beach weather. All right, so let's see. I guess I have to click on it and then share. And I'm learning slowly, but I am learning. All right, here we go. We got the link. Let's see. I'm going to share it to my community page. And let's see. And then my page. All right, we're getting the hang of it little by little. All right. Okay, well, welcome. So for those of you that are new to this event, I pull intuitive cards. Intuition can come to us in many, many different forms. And some people have clairvoyance, which means they see pictures, they're little snippets of video, kind of like in their mind. And that's kind of my gift is probably the strongest in that way. I kind of have like a movie screen on the front of my mind, and I'm able to see pictures or little clips of movies or images that move. And then there's also clairaudience, which means people hear information. And whether that be, depending on how you define it, maybe that is intuitive information from your higher self or your inner self, or your angels or your spirit guides or your archangels or past loved ones that come to visit. So information gets to us in all different ways and many wonderful ways. And so one of the intuitive tools that I love using the most are intuitive cards. I don't need them at this stage in the game. I can do intuitive readings without them, but I love them. They're always very they're always very insightful in so many ways, and lots of different colors and great energy. Second. This is one of my newer decks. But each deck has a very unique kind of wording and kind of overall messaging that's similar throughout. There's always some really great, sometimes really nice artwork, and they're always very hopeful or insightful. And some of the decks are very straightforward as well. So that's always a good thing. But there are many different decks. I probably have over maybe 100 decks or 120 decks. I collect them. I love them all in different ways. And I've used them throughout my life for many, many years, over a decade at least. And so I have several here tonight to choose from. If anybody would like a reading, just write in the little comment area. Just say hello, your name, and if you would like a reading or an angle on the reading. Some people have questions. You're welcome to answer questions. And so let's see, this is a very old deck I used to use years ago while walking through chiropractic school. But a lot of these are by Doreen Virtue. Even though she's not in the field anymore, she really has some great intuitive tools. And so let's see, this is my oldest deck that's here. And this is a very gentle energy deck. I really like this deck. It's a new deck for me. I was pulling from this last night. Using these cards are a spiritual kind of wellness tool that I use often. I'll usually pull cards right before I go to bed, and then I'll journal or intuitive journal, and then I'll go to sleep. Or I'll pull them throughout the day or first thing in the morning. It depends on the day. But this is a very gentle deck. It has a very gentle energy. I really like this deck. This is also a new deck. The Medicine Woman. It has a very earthy feel and a very direct spiritual feel. I really like this deck as well. And then this is kind of a newer kind of angle on things. It's called like a meditation portal, which I don't really know much about, but that's kind of a cool concept. Let's see. I brought the romance deck for anybody that has. I know Valentine's Day is coming up, so I'll be happy to answer any questions about relationships, which our soulmates often show up in our relationships, which can be a good thing and it can be a very challenging thing. And so that's always an interesting angle to go with. These are kind of just happy-go-lucky, kind of positively sounding cards. I like the feel of them. Their heart. It's all about, a very hopeful deck, very high vibration deck. And then they each have just like a word and then a description of the word. And so I want to make sure that this is actually streaming because I'm not seeing a lot of people on. Usually there's a lot more on. So I'm hoping, let me see if I did this right tonight. I just want to make sure that everything is up and going and all is well. So, all right. So we're still on. So we will keep going. All right. So let's see if my very old kitty comes out and says hello. That's Cuddles. She is 23 years old, and sometimes she likes to make an appearance because she always supervised me her whole life, and that's one of the things that she does is that she comes out and meows at me, usually to boss me around and to ask me to pet her while she eats because she is the queen. But if you hear her little meow, that is what is going on. So let's see. Let's see. I have a lot of questions about people come up to me and they always ask, how did your gift develop? Did you always have it? And my question I always tell people is that I think because when my mother unfortunately had to be hospitalized for almost a year when I was very young, I believe when she was taken from me at that very young age at 9 months, I think my gifts kind of connected to the spirit realm because my mom wasn't there. And then throughout my life, I went through a lot of really hard things. And so I really feel that the spirit world stepped in to kind of guide me much more strongly during that time. And then over time, and as I did my emotional healing, my gift got more and more precise. And so a lot of people always ask me that, how did it develop? A lot of interesting other aspects to that. I was in a car accident actually, and I had a brain injury, and it shut down actually half of my brain. And it was then my gift exponentially got better because I could actually feel where the angels were standing and things like that because my brain had been so compromised. And so I became extra energetically sensitive. And so it has developed more and more over the years. I am so grateful for the gift. It has blessed my life in so many different ways. And I'm certainly grateful to share it on these type of events and activities. And so since I think everybody's busy tonight. I think everybody's tired. Everybody's getting ready for the Valentine's Day weekend. So there's a big dance here in Gulfport going on. And then I have a gathering of women that are meeting for dinner, which will be nice at one of my favorite restaurants. What else? I think I'm going to pull some cards for myself. Usually I have people on, so I'm surprised. I think this is the first event first time I've done this where people didn't hop on to request cards yet. So we'll hang out for a little while. I see one person. Hello, welcome. Would you like a reading? Anybody out there? All right, I'll do a reading for myself and hopefully it'll kick it off because normally usually there's at least 10, 15 people on. So I love the cards. I love the artwork. They're very abstract in the way that they've designed these cards. So I will just pull cards. So how my gift works. This technique for pulling cards kind of developed as I did with my intuitive gift. And so I usually do pull usually 3 to 6 cards. One will be the power card. And the power card means that it's the most important message of the whole reading. And so, and how I pull cards is I see the numbers on my little psychic movie screen. So I see a 1. So to me, that's the first card. I see a 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see an 8 and I see a 16. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I see a 23. 23. So 23 is the power cards. This is the first reading of the evening. I'm hoping somebody jumps up. Oh, nobody's jumped on yet, so that I can see. Sometimes there are people in the background that are watching, which is fine. So welcome if you want. And so let's see. Let's see what my power card is. Ooh. All right. Okay, so I'll just read this like I would somebody else. So So the first card, I really like. These are very gentle, but their messaging can be really deep at times. And so the first card for me is, it says release the petals. It says transformation, death, and rebirth, shedding, all change. And I really feel that's the period of time I'm actually in my life. A lot of changes are going on. Very. I had a significant relationship end about a year ago, and a lot of different opportunities have come about, and a lot of transformation is occurring. And so when I read "Release the Petals," intuitively I hear that's all about surrender. So when we release the petals of a flower, the wind then takes them to, wherever the current leads. And so, surrender is not always an easy thing. And so, my brain likes to play it safe in moments and likes to control a lot of things. And so, it's a great reminder to surrender, because the divine, when throughout my life, when I have chosen to surrender to what the divine wants in the moment rather than what I want, the results are always amazing. And so I always like that. I always like to remember that. So the wild rose is the next one. It's an interesting. It's an interesting. What they do with these cards, it's a very abstract angle on all the people or all of the imaging. So this is actually an image of a woman, but also all different angles of her face. And it says, do it your way, embrace your uniqueness untamed. I love that part. But so that's always a confirmation. I always wondered why I never fit into a box. And so when I realized that I'm not supposed to fit into a box, I'm supposed to do all things kind of uniquely, and my brain naturally combines ideas and perspectives into new cohesive wholes. And so I'm in the process of writing a book, and I have a couple of projects going on. And so that's always a great reminder that there is no box for me to fit in. So that's always a good reminder to stop looking for the box and just be me and be out there. Next one, it says the reunion. Soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, and friendship. So when I see this card, intuitively I'm hearing this is about forgiveness. And so when we are able to forgive and we call our people back to us or whatever, there's sometimes, the forgiveness process often brings with it a stronger connection in the end, because we've chosen to kind of connect to those people in our lives. And so there are a couple of people that I'm in that forgiveness process with. And so it's a great reminder that friendship could be on the other side of that. And so, and I love the image on the front of the woman with her eyes closed. And it's kind of calling in her ancestors and her guides. I think that's a really beautiful thing. And so let's see, rapture. It says sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, and pleasure. So this is interesting image on the front. And so it's a good reminder to step into the physical body for all things. I found that the imaging very interesting. It's kind of like an artistic, is it like a vulva, like a spiritual kind of concept of the womb in that area of the female body. It's a beautiful thing. And then my power card, it says we are nature. Because I forget what the percentage is. Not 70% water, but we're so much water that our connection to the earth, especially even the moon cycles, is very pivotal. And so it says becoming grounded, embodiment, living in connection. So I've been actually getting more out into nature. I've been walking more. I went for a bike ride yesterday on the Dali Bridge, the Gandy Boulevard. It has a little small beach that I ride out there. And so let's see. Would anybody like a reading? I see a couple people on. Would anybody like a reading from some oracle cards? Hello, good evening. I also have my pendulum. Where did my pendulum go? Did I drop it? Oh, I did have my pendulum. What did I do with it? I went over there if somebody wants me to grab it. I have an emergency pendulum. No, I'm kidding. And so I have my pendulum with me. So I've been learning more with the pendulum. Ooh. Leslie Smith did a great class on pendulums, but I've been naturally drawn to this more and more. Reverend Kimberly uses a pendulum in her shamanic Reiki sessions. And so I've learned a lot about the pendulum from her. And so it's a really cool tool. I use it when I'm checking my chakras. And also you can use it to check how your energy is spinning in the areas of your chakras. You can also use it for yes or no questions. You can use it over the body, like a doll of the body, to figure some stuff out energetically. If you're approaching it from a more metaphysical, intuitive angle. Let's see what else. So this Valentine's Day is coming up. Valentine's Day is my very favorite holiday. It is sacred to my heart. I love hearts. They are my sacred symbol. And I have actually a heart tattooed over my heart on the day my grandmother left the planet. And so it's her heart. And so she's on me. And so most of my jewelry is either going to be angel related or hearts, because they're such a sacred part of my heart, my life, and my consciousness. And I'm such a big believer that we're here to love each other and to help each other through. And so Valentine's Day is all about love and celebrating love. So I'm very excited. This year, I don't have a partner to share it with, but I am going to be going to see my nieces, and we're going to be doing. We're just going to celebrate the day, but we're also doing a Valentine's Day sleepover on Friday to celebrate Valentine's Day and do, like, I don't know. I think I have like a couple of things planned, like I don't know, heart paintings, and I have a sloth scavenger hunt. So I buy all these little sloths on Amazon, and so it's always a fun activity day for the girls and I. But that, the idea of Valentine, and just the heart. I think as a culture we kind of neglect our hearts, and I think that's such a sad thing. And I think when it comes to healing, if we're not paying attention to our hearts and what it really wants, it can actually throw off the entire body, because our heart chakra connects all the chakras above it and below it. And so if our heart chakra, and I see it all the time, both in myself and other people, that if our heart chakra is not moving, the energy is not moving. Hello, Terry. Good morning, or good morning. My goodness, it's been a long day. Excuse me. Good evening. Would you like a reading? I'm excited that you're on. I thought I would be talking the whole time, and so or I don't know, because this is the first time I've been at my event and there've been so few people. So I'm assuming if either people are tired or out doing something fun. So would you like to pick a deck, or would you like a reading? Yay. Okay. So we have many different types of decks. Would you like me to pick a deck for you, or would you like to pick your deck? So we have, or is there an angle of the reading? Let me choose. Okay. I think it's actually the romance deck. And this one. There's two. You have two decks today. We're going to do two reads. We'll wait till we'll do this one first. So this is one of my I'm a little klutzy. This is one of my oldest decks, one of my favorite decks for anything romantic or heart related. And then this is one that also was vibrating kind of high when I looked at it for you. And so this is a new deck, and I love the little intense little turtle on it. I think he's like a warrior turtle, if I ever saw one. So let's see. Have you ever done an oracle reading before? Like, Terry, have you done these before, or have you played? I know, right? It's a cute little turtle. They're intense. And so that's the imaging, and it's very like Native American, and it's feel, and it's imaging, and it's messaging. I pulled from this deck this morning, and it had a really good message for me. It was what I needed to hear. It was like not necessarily stop being single, but step into your body, enjoy enjoy your body, enjoy romantic whatever. And I was like, I don't know if I'm ready yet. All right, so, but it's a very earthy feel to this deck, and I love the artistry, because it's very. I'm sorry, Jamal. Let's see. I'll get to you in a second. We'll talk about it in a second, Jamal. I'm sorry to hear that. No, I would not do that, Jamal. That's not a good idea. You have to honor our boundaries. Yeah, do not do that. I'm sorry that you're hurting. No, I'm sorry that it's your heart's struggling, but I would not do that. Okay, so this is just the imagery. I just wanted to show you real quick some of them. They're very like earth-based, Native American-based. All right, Terry. So I see a 1, I see a 3 in my mind. So 2, 3, I see a 6. 4, 5, 6, I see a 17. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then I see a 20, 18, 19, 20. I can't count when I'm in this area of my brain. Let's see. Terry, are you coming on Saturday? Are you the Terry that she's inviting to the Valentine's Day dinner at Hooks? I don't know if you were the Terry that someone was bringing. I hope so. I don't know if you're busy on Saturday, but we're all going to. Was that you? Yes. Okay, great. You'll be with us. I went to like 17, like I would say at least 15 stores looking for a dress, and I finally gave up. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wear what I have. I got tired of looking. So anyway, I'm just Jeremiah's going to be with us, I think, that night too at dinner. He's never been to one of our dinners before. Okay. First one says the heart's wisdom. I wonder what it's going to say. Isn't that cool? Though I love that. Is it like a little turtle on it? It kind of looks like a turtle, but I don't know if that's just the design. Listen to the call of your heart, your guide in love. So I have a very dear mentor, Reverend Lynn McLeod. She's actually the minister over at the Other Unity. And what it says, yeah, me too, it'll be fun. And she always tells me that to seep into my heart and then make all decisions from my heart space. And so this is what this card is about for you. They're wanting you to almost not listen to your mind and only listen to your heart, but not necessarily, I don't know if you're new to getting real quiet or going real deep, but this is all about really connecting to the heart, but like almost like the deepest whispers of your heart, if that makes sense. It's almost, I know for me, especially with relationships, my heart always attaches to certain people that aren't the best for me in the long run. But they're wanting you to almost like sink real deep into your heart and listen, and then make the choices from that space, from that almost that sacred, gentle, quiet, peaceful place of your heart, not allowing your thoughts even to come in. I feel like it has something to do with someone from your past. I'm not sure. They're not giving me much more clarity besides that. But that I almost feel like it's a situation where you haven't spoken to them for quite some time, but your heart really wants to connect again. Maybe not romantically, but that there's some type of energetic connection that your heart is seeking, and that it's important that you do make the effort. I can totally relate to that, Terry. I'm heady by nature, so it's taken me many years to and many uncomfortable things that have come into my life that have forced me to go into my heart more, which has really been a gift, because it really has taught me the incredible importance of listening to my heart, because my brain can do all kinds of things and be so focused on an outcome, but if my heart is not on board, then the outcome is never what I most hoped it would be, because I wasn't in alignment with my heart. So that's the first thing I'm telling you. It says healing family lines. That's the imaging on that card. It says, free yourself from secrets, discover the hidden treasure of your heritage. So I'm a really big believer in doing whatever that might be. And yes, goals are always good for heart healing and tapping into our hearts and stepping into our alignment. I just almost feel like you have some processing to do about it. You have some processing, emotional, energetic processing to do that has something to do with your family and your family of origin. And so I'm a big believer in 12-step recovery. I've been affiliated with different programs in that community for over 20 years, and they provide such great healing space. And they have all different programs, not just alcohol or drugs or whatever it might be, but they also have programs related to trauma or dysfunctional families. And so PCOA is one of them. There's a great meeting down by the beach along those lines. But it's almost like they're saying, create space for some sacred healing processing regarding your past. Hi, Mark. Welcome. Next card, it says, Spirit of Earth, Terry. Have faith. You are supported. So this, when it comes to like, whatever you might worry about, they're just reminding you like, hey, you have some really strong spirit guides and some really strong angels around you. You are supported by the universe, and to not forget that. And so, and that I'm hearing audibly that you are not alone, and to know that really deeply, you're not alone. It says empowerment. This is the picture on the card. It says assert yourself and shine your power now. Shine. I like that. Shine your power now. So I don't know what area you're called to do that, but it could be in any area. But they're showing me your mind again. I feel like your mind stops you in a lot of ways, and I can totally relate to that because of my my area of just, I don't know, just being nerdy and into my books and wanting to approach things from a headspace, which can sometimes disconnect me from that integration with body, mind, spirit, and heart. And so they're wanting you to, if you're wanting to do something in your brain or your mind is stopping you, they're wanting you to do it anyway because there's joy. Mark, I do these on a donation basis. So if you feel guided, then you can make a donation, and there's information above. I do the readings to support New Thought Community of Gulfport. So you will be next, unless Jamal wants me to do a reading. Bear totem. Let's see. It says retire into your den to find the answers. So I like the little bear. He's an intense little bear. I post a ridiculous number of animal videos on Facebook. And so I've been coming across really cute bear ones lately. But for the bear totem, this is a reminder, Terry, to really go really deep inside of you, and then ask your intuition and your higher self and your guides, whatever it is that you're most wanting the answer to. But it's from that really still, quiet, peaceful place inside that they're wanting you to get to and then ask, rather than asking the question from a head-based space. And so I feel that they're wanting you to practice a lot more spiritual practices that bring you closer to that space, because I feel like once you kind of not master but get better at that skill of tapping into that space, everything in your life will become clearer, and you'll become happier because of that clarity. I don't know, something about the energy around your mind feels a little muddled or unclear, and so practice more. And I've been practicing meditation for a good few years now, and I'm not real good at it, but I try hard. Reverend Kimberly has some really great meditation videos on YouTube that have been helpful for me. And I also do, for me, acupuncture was really helpful because it forced me to kind of zone into my body. But yeah, they're wanting you to practice more spiritual disciplines around breath work and meditation and whatever really calms your mind, whether it be walking meditation. I used to do a lot of walking by the water. But that I feel that clarity will come, whatever it is that your mind is processing a lot about. They're just wanting to affirm that clarity will come. Pull a couple cards from this deck for you, Terry. They're not showing me if you are with anybody. Are you with anybody right now? I don't see anybody psychically. Are you with anybody? Oh, here's a jumper. Are you with anybody now? I don't know if you want to write that. If you don't want to write that, it's fine. But when I tap in, sometimes they won't show me all the details because of privacy readings. When I tap in psychically, that's when I look, I didn't see any energies around you. So that makes sense. All right. So we're going to go to the romance deck. Okay. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see a 16, 8, 20, 21. All right. I've been practicing being single too, Terry. I'm on my 13th month. I have been healing. I've been healing from my last relationship, which has been real good for me. A lot of self growth and self just clarity and doing a lot of work, forgiveness work and grieving work. It's been good for me. All right. Okay. True love, but this card, when I touch it for you, this is not about another person. This year for you, Terry, is really all about learning to love yourself, Wow, 8 years. I aspire to get to that, maybe a couple more years. I'm not sure with it. I try to surrender the timing and just keep working on vibrational alignment, because a lot of attraction, right? We can only draw in what we are, or the vibration that we're at. So, but this card really is about you digging deeper into your own self love, and because what they're saying is that yes, you can go out there and date and do a lot of other things, and you probably attract somebody nice. You're a nice person, and but what they're really wanting you to do is go a lot deeper, and to do the work, do the clarity work. We all have areas that we need to align or that we need more work on, but they're wanting you to like even love all, like even loving those parts, whatever area that you struggle with, or whatever, even loving deeply, more deeply loving those parts of yourself, and then doing whatever work you feel guided to align them. And that once you feel more integrated and aligned in whatever areas, and they keep emphasizing the self-love piece, really loving all of yourself. And that can be hard, especially if, and I don't know what your family, your family looked like when you were younger, but that can be hard sometimes if you haven't come from the right environment. And I can certainly relate to that. So because they're saying that once you're able to truly love yourself, that's when your ideal partner will walk in your life. And then it says let your friends help you. But I really feel this year also, this year is about you connecting to people around you. I know you're part of the church community, which is a wonderful community. And I feel that there's some really good people there that will help you to maybe get out more, and just to enjoy life a little bit, and step out of your mind. That's what I'm practicing this year, stepping out of the mind. Next card. This is playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So once again, they're wanting you to step out of your mind, to just kind of step into the moment more, to enjoy life, because it's going to be in that just kind of fun, enjoyment, and flow of life that you're going to draw in somebody that is really a nice match for you, and that you can have a little bit of fun with. I'm not so good at fun. I'm practicing fun. And then this is the power card. So it says soulmate, and I really feel there's a soulmate somewhere around you. I'm not showing me where. I'm not sure if you've really connected much with them yet, but they're showing me that there is a soulmate around you. So you may, 1 second, Anne, you are third down the list. It says, what I'm hearing, Terry, is that there's a soulmate around you. And I totally can relate to that, Terry, in so many ways. I love work. I love what I do. I love creating. But I can work way too much, and I can totally relate to that. Boy, can I relate to that. So balance is always the key word, right? So I'm learning that too. But yes, they're really wanting you to enjoy life more and the moments more. I feel there's some type of soulmate around you, and it might not be, it's like, soulmates can be really difficult to recognize at times, because sometimes we will recognize their energy, but not the physical form that they show up with. Sometimes, I know for me, sometimes my strongest soulmates have been in bodies that are different than what I expected. And and they're wanting you to open up your energetic awareness and kind of tap into people's energy more, and almost like look for your soulmate that way, or look at, they're wanting you to remind you that your soulmate will look differently than what you think, and that you'll recognize them by how they energetically and vibrationally feel near you, and to pay attention to how people feel in your energy field, near your aura. I don't know if you're energetically sensitive or aware of that kind of thing, but that's how you will recognize them first, by how they feel near you. That was the message around this. But there is a soulmate around you. Soulmates aren't always romantic partners or sexual partners. They can also be dear friends, or people that evolve us in many different ways. But there is someone very important in your life that is, I feel they're on the peripheral. I feel like you haven't really connected much with them, but you have encountered them several times. And okay, so you have these skills. And so if you're very empathic, then yes, use, yeah, just when you're out and about, or when you're among people, or ladies that are potential dating partners, or just people, tap into the energetics first, and is there that you'll be able to determine, um, or recognize, or using the word recognize, this potential soulmate that's around you, near you. So yay for that. It's either can be really good or really bad. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, if somebody's around you that is that I'm hearing the word life changing. Something about you interacting with them is life changing for your progress forward in a positive way. I don't feel a lot of negativity around it, but it's a power person. Like some people that come into our lives that teach us really important things, even though it might not look like that in the beginning, but that they're pivotal life lessons that can be transformational. And so there's somebody very close to you right now that's like that. They're not showing me who it is. They're not giving me any more clues. So let the hunt begin, right? So anyway, welcome, Terry. It's nice to see you. I look forward to seeing you on Saturday. Are you going to the dance as well? That's happening. Will you be at the dance on Saturday? Oh, thanks so much, Terry. I appreciate that. Oh, I hope you go. It's always fun. There's a group from church going. I know tickets. I don't know if you have a ticket or not, but if you don't have a ticket, you might want to post for one, because people sometimes will sell them. But hope to see you there, and I'll see you on Saturday. So nice to have you here. Who's next? Jamal, are you still here? Jamal, are you still here? I know there are a few people still on. Jamal, let me know at the bottom if you're here. All right. Anna, are you still here? Is Anna still here? Oh, let's see the new comments. Okay, Jamal, let me go back to your question. It says, do you think she will ever contact me again? I hear no, honey. I hear no. So I'm sorry about that. If there's, if you say that, if she has a no contact on you, then I would respect that, because either she's not feeling safe, or she's just needing to feel safe within herself, or whatever. And those are really hard, because it can sometimes just be a trigger, an emotional trigger that's related to past trauma. But make sure you respect it. Just wait. And that's really hard. I was in that situation once where somebody I was with had really bad trauma, and it backfired in the end. And I just had to wait for like 2 years. Finally, the person contacted me, but I don't feel the person's going to contact you, at least not right now. And so I'm sorry to hear that. There are a lot of great 12-step recovery programs that can help with heartache. One is CODA. Another one is SLAA. And that was really helpful during that time to just figure out why I was drawn to people that were not good for my heart. So that was very helpful. So I hope that's helpful to you. I've been in that situation, and you just got to hand it over to the angels sometimes. And it was many, many years ago. Thank goodness I've evolved from those types of relationships, but in some ways. But I'm sorry that you're going through it. I'm sending a lot of light and prayers your way, and I'm sorry that your heart is hurting. So welcome. I hope it works out for you. Do a lot of self-care during this time, because sometimes it's the self-care that our subconscious needs to see, to know that our heart is loved. All right. So Anna, welcome. So your question was, so all of my intuitive readings are done on a donation basis. And so if anybody feels guided, the church that I'm affiliated with would greatly appreciate your support. It's New Thought Community of Gulfport. And if anybody is guided to make a donation, you can do so at PayPal, which is unityofgulfport@gmail.com, at Venmo, which is at Unity of Gulfport, and then or on their website, which is unityofgulfport.org/give. And so we certainly appreciate your support if you feel guided. Okay, so your question was, Anna, do you see my male friend and wants to communicate and wants to stay friends? I don't know. I don't get a yes on that. It's like, I don't feel, when two people are meant to be friends or meant to interact, like the energy between them, I don't feel that there. So if he does communicate, it's like he doesn't necessarily want to be in a relationship with you. And that could have nothing to do with you. That could just be, he's just not, I don't know, whatever the reason, I just don't feel that there. So I'm hearing a no. It's not, it's like an 80% no. So that means that, I don't know, he may interact, but it doesn't, I don't feel like the person really wants to be in a relationship with you. So then the question then becomes, well, then why would you want to be with somebody who, or involved in a relationship with somebody who doesn't want a relationship with you? And that goes a little bit deeper. And so, and I've been in that situation too, and I've been attracted to all kinds of people. So I don't know. It might be a great time for you to just dig a little deeper and do some more self work. I'm really a big believer on doing the work, especially emotional wellness, and really looking at, especially if you've come from any type of dysfunction or abandonment as a kid. I'm a big believer in doing the work because that's the only way we're able to make better choices, especially around our relationships. And I can certainly relate to all the many phases of that. And so, best of luck with the process. It is not an easy one, and I know that firsthand. So many blessings to you. I'm sorry that you're struggling and your heart is hurting. So I send you lots of prayers your way and energy. Who else would like a reading? I see a couple more people have gotten on. You're welcome, Anna. Many blessings your way. Okay. I feel like I'm supposed to pull cards from this deck. This deck is my oldest deck that I have. I received this deck when I was in a hospital bed and I had lots of broken bones, and it was the lowest moment of my life. And I had no idea. Hi, Mandy. Welcome. How do I know you, Mandy? Are you just, did you find me on the internet? Are you from Unity of Gulfport? Or not Unity of Gulfport, New Thought Community of Gulfport? Do I know you in person, Mandy? I like your little snowman. I'm just going to pull a couple cards from this deck and then quickly and then move on, whoever likes a reading. So, Mandy, do I know you, Mandy? How do I know you? 1, 2, 3, 6. Are you from the area, Mandy? I know. So you said that you just you found me on the internet. Are you from the area? Like, where are you located right now? We haven't met yet, but are you local? Like, are you, from Palm Harbor? Okay. Very cool. Well, I don't know Palm Harbor. I don't know Palm Harbor well, but I know it's a cute little place, but welcome. All right. Would you like me to pick your deck, or would you like to pick your deck that I pull from? Excuse me. I feel it's, all right. So this is the one I think is yours. The Rose Oracle. I like the design of even like the box for these. They did a great job with these decks. All right. Have all my little cat things in the background. Ooh, do I love kitty cats. And I have a sloth in the background. Let me see. All my little sloths for my nieces. We have a big sloth joke in the family. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. All right. First one, Mandy. The bloom. Creations realized, right time, harvest and celebrate. I feel this period of time in the next 3 months really is about you growing in all different ways. Like, really, there's a mental growth, mental and spiritual growth. I feel it is. And so they're wanting you to just almost to step more fully into yourself and to embrace your gifts as well as the things that you're still working on, and allow, almost like there's a lot of spiritual momentum in that growth for you. And so it's like prime time for you to do any type of self-improvement, self-empowerment, self-healing work, whatever you're guided to. But it's almost like the energy around you is really primed for that. It says, after the rain, silver lining, relief, hope, mercy, it's over, acceptance. So if you have some grief going on or some loss, just know that it's not going to last forever. Know that it's just a time period, and that it will lessen over time if you're able to sit with it, whether that be meditation or just not distracting. They're not wanting you to distract from it. It says the reunion, soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, and friendship. I feel this card relates to your spirit guides, and it's almost like they're wanting you to connect more to them, whether it be through meditation or through intuitive writing, and I feel it's like a past loved one, it's a female loved one that loves you very much, almost like a mother or an aunt, but like a maternal energy, but that adored you. And there's some type of spirit in the spirit realm that's really wanting to connect with you and to guide you and to help you. So know that spirit is really waiting there. So whether it be through journaling or however you feel most intuitively connected, that entity is waiting to reconnect with you. I don't know. Is there anybody like that in your life that has passed that you recognize? It might be from a past life, but is there anybody like that has passed? Like a grandmother figure, an aunt, or somebody that just adored you that had a female energy? Anyway, it says open. This is your power card. Say yes, expand to the extremes, and trust life. So, okay, so it is your mom. Okay, yeah, because I feel like she's right near you, so close. And that I hear the words like my girl, like she loves you so much. She's waiting to communicate with you. So find ways, however, that you develop your intuition or feel connected to your intuition. Because I believe that everybody has the gift. It's just a matter of figuring out how to connect to it. And that she's waiting to connect with you. So she's around you all the time. I feel like around your bed. I don't know if you feel a presence around you. She's close to you almost all the time. So she's almost like she's your closest guardian angel, and she wants to connect with you. Especially your heart, because I feel your heart a little heavy. And open. This card is about really being open to what the universe is drawing you forward into. Almost like honoring what the universe is like. I believe that, life is about an intricate dance with the universe and our intuition. And so when we're guided to do something, it's almost like we take our action, intuitive action, but then we observe what the universe is doing and the opportunities or the openings that the universe provides for us to step into. And that's what they're wanting you to do a little bit more of, is to follow your intuition and take action, but then observe what the universe is doing and to not bulldoze or try to control things. And that can be really hard, especially when we're used to controlling things and trying to feel safe. But that's what they're really trying to encourage you to do more of, is that surrender, with the universe, and recognizing when it's time to act and when it's time to not act. So I hope that's helpful, Mandy. Welcome. If your Palm Harbor is maybe 40 minutes from Gulfport, I think, maybe 45. But New Thought Community of Gulfport is a wonderful spiritual community. We meet at 10:30 a.m. at the casino in Gulfport. So feel free to join us at any time. And if you, I'm here every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. So feel free to join us again. Welcome. Would anybody else like a reading? It's Thursday. Yeah, you're welcome, Andy. Take care. Nice to virtually meet you. Hi, Leslie. Would you like a reading? Nice to see you. Hi, Wendy. Let's see. Wendy for sure. Just recently began. Nice to see you, Leslie. I miss you. I hope you're doing well. If you would like a reading, let me know. Let's see. It was helpful to hear some past. All right. All right. Let's see. All right, Wendy, let me tap in. When I read the last question, let me know if I should okay, so you said heal. Oh, yay, Leslie. I'm not in Gulfport. I would try to come see you, Leslie. I'm with the girls this weekend in Riverview, except on Sunday. But please send me the information just in case. Let's see. Okay, so I meant heal. Would know if I should let a male. Are you saying, okay, so Wendy, is your question, should you let the person go so that you can heal more? Is that what the question is? And I'm still getting the same which means it depends, because it's not a yes or no answer. Both have benefits. Both do not have benefits. So one second, I've been healing first. Yay! I'm so proud of you, Leslie. I love you getting out with your work. At the VA park on Sunday too. Well, yay! If I possibly can, I'll try to come out. But I know I'm going to be in introvert mode. But very soon, I'm so proud of you. You always inspire me. So let me answer Wendy's question, and then we'll pull you some cards, Leslie. Okay. So the question is, should you let the male partner go? I feel it's a not yet. I feel you have more. When I tap in, I feel like there's more healing to do there. And sometimes when we are attached to people that hurt our hearts in some way, the healing isn't necessarily with the person. It's how the experience teaches us empowerment. And that's where there might be some of that in this. So when I ask, should she let this person go? I hear a not yet. Or I hear it's not a clear yes. So when I hear that, that means that there's some benefit to your life of not letting the person go. But that does not necessarily mean that like you're going to get what you want from it, whether it be a reconnection, whether it be even quality friendship. It might be about you developing something inside of yourself that reclaims yourself for you. And then you ultimately walk away. But if you walked away too soon, that personal empowerment and strength would not have come up to be grasped, if that made sense. It's sometimes in a toxic interaction with someone that doesn't value us that we ultimately learn how to more. They're cracking my voice, so there's something about this, what I'm saying, that's important. That it's in the interaction that we truly learn empowerment. But there is reasons for you to want to leave it. So it's very valid that you want to leave it. But should you yet? Well, that's a personal choice. I don't get a clear yes or no. It will be your personal choice, but it is teaching you to be stronger inside. And they're wanting you to spend some more time on clarity work, spiritual work, whether that be for me. I do a lot of journaling, intuitive journaling. I do a lot with my own cards for myself. I'll do a lot of walking meditation in nature. I will do a lot of even breath work. I'll do acupuncture on myself. What else will I do? Like things that bring me closer to my own clarity, or whatever other spiritual being in spiritual community, like at the New Thought community of Gulfport. Things that bring me closer to the divine energy, because when my vibrational frequency is high enough, then I'm much more clearer in my mind because I'm connecting to my spiritual mind. And that is what they're encouraging you to do, because it's not about this other person. It's about you. And that's wonderful that learning astrology is helping you. You could let him go. It's one of those things. It's not 100% yes, let him go. I feel there's some learning to. It's not a. When I'm not hearing a strong yes, but I'm not hearing a don't let him go either. So when it's in the middle, that means that it's going to be your choice, and that there's something left to learn here. There's some benefit to staying, but it might not be what you're wanting from the person. It might be what you learn inside, if that makes sense. So hopefully that's helpful, Wendy. All right, Leslie, do you want me to pick your deck, Leslie? Or would you like to pick it? I think it's this one actually for you. I think it's this one. But do you want to pick your deck, or it's going to be this one? You're welcome, Wendy. Leslie, are you still on? Okay. Leslie is this awesome painter and book writer, and she does all this cool stuff with her artwork, like makes scarves. And she always inspires me with her getting out there and with her creativity and her love of art. These are my little stevia sodas. I don't drink them often, but I do like them sometimes. They sell them at Publix. All right. All right. Well of Dreams chakra. That's a cool picture. I love the like kind of like the angel wings, kind of. It's just when I touch this card for you, I see them applauding you. Like you've done some really good work, both in your healing and also in getting out there with your artwork. Like they're like applauding you. They're saying, "Great job." It's not easy to do that sometimes, and certainly, especially the healing work, that can take a lot of courage. So, great job is what I'm hearing from them. Earth grounding. They're wanting you to do more things to ground. I have found with my own intuitive connection to my own work and my creative work is that if I'm not grounded, it's much more difficult to connect to my intuition, to be creative and to express that creativity. And so they're wanting you to spend more time grounding and getting into your body, whether that be just, gentle movement exercise or massage, or even intimacy with a partner, which I don't think you're with a partner right now. But whatever grounds your physical body or you in your body. So for me, sometimes I'll get my hands and feet in the dirt, or do yoga on the ground. But they're wanting you to get back into your body, because I feel like you're a little too expansive at the moment. And that they're saying that it will be easier once you're more grounded to connect to your creativity and the flow of the divine in that way through you. And so the divine rising, what a cool image. I feel like since you've done so much of the healing work lately, that you've created almost like space for more divine energy to come up into you and through you. And so that's how we get closer to our joy. And so they're really applauding that. That they're wanting you to be extra conscientious of that. And so I don't know if you do any visualization of flowing the white light through your chakras, or connecting to your guides, or they're wanting to emphasize the connection. Hi, Fabio. Fabia, welcome. But it's the divine rising. So I feel like you're gaining spiritual momentum for the next phase of your work here. I feel it's from the heart, like whatever your next service work or your next spiritual expression of your divine self will be. I feel you're gaining momentum, and that it will become clear, I feel, in the next 3 to 4 weeks, the next part of your phase of what you're supposed to do next. Creator gateway chakra. I like all these images of the angels. They're wanting when I touched this card, I saw the psychic image of you painting. You were painting a very large canvas, but you were spiritually and intuitively calling in your angels to help you. And so they're wanting you to call in your angels more to be with you as you're creating what you do. And then Metatron. This is an archangel. I want you to look him up. I feel he's very close to you. I don't know enough about him. I think his color is yellow. I know more about Archangel Raphael and Michael, but I feel he's like a solid force around you, but that this is your archangel. And so look him up, because I don't know enough about him, but I feel he's very close to you. So I hope that, and it was your power card. So there's something about his energy or something about him, whether it be his attributes, that you can energetically integrate into your work field that might be helpful. And so I hope that's helpful. Leslie, so good to see you on here. All right, Fabio, you're going to be my last reading. I'm a little tired at the moment. I'm almost at an hour. So are you still here, Fabia? Fabia? Is Fabia here? Yes. Okay. So we're going to do it from this deck. So these are oracle cards. It says Archangel. This is one of my favorite decks. I received it as a gift, and long ago. It was almost 11 years ago. Much love, Leslie. So good to see you. Take good care. Sending lots of love and prayers and blessings your way. I look forward to seeing all that you do out there in the universe with your big heart. All right, Fabia. It says spiritual understanding. So how this works, Fabia, is that I'm tapping into your angels and your spirit guides, and the idea is that they're helping me pull the cards or sharing information as to which ones that I'm pulling for you. So it says spiritual understanding. I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. So if you're drawn to spiritual things lately, or spiritual philosophies, or more books or communities, and follow that punch, because I feel that you need more of it in your life somehow, like that it's supportive to you and that you need that, but that you need to, like if you're drawn that way, then definitely go that route. I feel that an idea is going to be coming to you that's going to greatly impact your life. So if a good idea comes, don't let the other part of your brain push it down. Take back your power. I feel this is within relationships. So they want you to step up into yourself and value yourself and treat yourself better. But most importantly, make sure that the relationships that you're in are healthy and they're not hurting you. And if they are, then do whatever it takes to move away from them and to leave them eventually. Oh, this is a great one. It says, you are safe. That's Archangel Michael. So if there's a lot of fear going on, know that you are safe. Your angels are very strong. And that they're supporting whatever your next action steps are. This is your power card. Chakra clearing. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. So basically, this is like representing an angel. I don't know if you're drawn to metaphysical work, but learning more about chakras and energy and vibrational frequency would be very supportive, Fabia. So that was your power card. So if you're drawn to the metaphysical arts or things like that, they're supporting that. They're saying, hey, this is an area that will greatly help you in many areas. Because if you're new to metaphysics, metaphysical spirituality has a lot of different wonderful life principles and spiritual principles that are very empowering. And it certainly has changed my life in amazing ways. And so I don't know if you're local, but New Thought Community of Gulfport in Gulfport meets on Sundays at 7:30, 10:30 a.m. So it's a great community if you're local. And nice to have you here. I'm here every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. I'm going to head off. I'm going to do one collective reading for all of us. And then I am going to go cuddle a very old kitty. My kitty is 23 years old almost next month. And she calls me into the bedroom because she likes to cuddle. So this is our collective reading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a short one. Only 3 cards. I love the gentleness of these cards. It says positive change. It's a great card for collective reading. It says, dare to be different. When you are criticized, remember that you will never please everyone. Many brilliant and gifted individuals were not fully appreciated or understood in their own lifetime. Yet it is often they who have sown the seeds of change. Even like Albert Einstein, like how weird he must have seemed to everyone else. I always loved Einstein. I loved his hair. We have the same hair. Compassion is the next one. This is our collective reading for all of us. This is dearest one. Be compassionate towards yourself. Surrender the self-criticism and fear that has you believing that you need to improve in order to be worthy. Oh, that's a powerful statement. I'm going to read that again. Surrender the self-criticism and fear that has you believing that you need to improve in order to be worthy. That's a powerful statement. Yeah, I love this. Isn't it a good collective reading? I love that. You are perfect just as you are. The only thing that needs to change is your negative perceptions, and you will come to realize the jewel you are when you love and honor yourself as you are. That's a really good card. You will come to realize the jewel you are when you love and honor yourself as you are. Not change in the future, not better in the future, but right now. That's a really great card. I haven't used these cards in a while, these cards. And then it says guilt. This is the last card. It says you do not need another's approval to feel worthy of love, regardless of what you've done or what you think you failed to do. From your soul's perspective, there's neither right nor wrong. Every experience in life is here to help you expand your awareness of love so that you may embrace even greater spheres of wisdom. You've done nothing wrong. We are all learning along this path. So release any guilt or that concept. So anyway, lovely to be with you tonight. Once again, all these readings are done on a donation basis. If anybody feels guided to donate, you can do so at unityofgulfport@gmail.com on PayPal. The information, I believe, is above this video. at Venmo, which is at Unity of Gulfport, or on their website, unityofgulfport.org/give. So I hope everybody enjoyed the readings tonight. And this is a weekly event. And so welcome, Lisa. Nice to see you. And let's see, a couple of events coming up. Certainly 10:30 a.m. Celebration Spirit Sunday service. The color is red, so we all dress up in red, whatever the color is. And we're going to be celebrating love. What a beautiful day. And then what else? On the 14th, there is the Sound Healing Celebration Day at Gulfport Beach, which is a really cool event. And then then Reverend Kimberly Harrell's meditation is Wednesday, 11:30 a.m. at the park. And so I hope everyone is doing great. So nice to be with you tonight. Much love, many blessings, and happy Valentine's Day. Take care. Bye-bye.